Imagine this, you just handed the key to a supercar, 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, but your mechanical whispered you, we haven't worked on the brake yet. So maybe not, just as much. So AI without guardrail, the same deliver wide. Breathtaking speed, no stopping power, but before you floor accelerator to new AI project, you need to three safety feature, your seatbelt, airbag, and crash barrier. That way you can keep your innovation fun and survivor. So that is my takeaway today. Good.
Wow, fantastic visual, Hyunzoo. I love to go fast myself, but I also don't like crashing through brick walls. That is a great way to set the stage for how we can all take advantage of the awesome potential of AI, but do so in a way that is responsible. We are delighted to be joined today by Hyunzoo Chai, Chief Data Scientist for Conexiom, as part of our Under the Hood of AI series. And today we got a really important topic, which is AI and guardrails. How can we accelerate, do amazing things fast, and still feel that we're being safe and responsible to the business? AI is both incredibly exciting and a little scary, right? So what are the basics anyone should be looking for when even just testing a new AI project at their company?
When I'm vetting any kind of AI team, how to build the AI product or not, I gotta take those two baseline rules. One, are you keeping raw and sensitive data out of your model? Which means all your data, string, text, image, that should be vectorized or redacted first before you send this one to commercial LLM model or even using for your in-house model for some reason. Keeping your sensitive data out of your model eliminate dramatically any data privacy related problem. And second, I believe a lot of companies adopt to this day commercial LLM available in public. So you should treat your LLM like your third party, any kind of software or vendor. So make sure everything is encrypted in transit or at rest. And you, whenever possible, you should run on zero retention. That is another term we can learn today, or fully data encrypted endpoint. So once we have two rules together, privacy and then security, we can have much more fun with our innovation.
How do you know that any particular AI provider or AI tool set or model is following those? You go to the grocery store, is there a nutrition label you can kind of pull off the back of the box and sort of see what's inside?
Yeah, I think AI work exactly same as our any food supplier or grocery shopping experience. In AI, the label is called sometimes the modern card or the other times the system card. So generally, good AI provider publish those model card and then it can give you some idea. So three things. Generally, the first ingredient, dietary information, which is in AI, data related information. Hey, what kind of training data model know or used? Is there any bias inside? What is the evaluation method? And then second, your storage or data retention policy, how long you keep my data or your data. If you are using LLM, how long prompts are kept or do they even delete within certain period? And then the third one is compliance stamp. You might hear like start to ISO 27001 or even for AI ISO 42001. So if you see those compliance stamp, yes, yeah, exactly the same thing. This AI provider model, you can trust more.
How does Conexio handle those AI guardrails within the Ideal Order platform?
We have probably more guardrail rules than number of models inside Conexiom. However, I want to emphasize two things. One, the first one is we already tried to in-house the foundation model first because that will reduce our model during our training pipeline or evaluation. Data never ever live outside our Conexiom network. So we control everything. That is one thing. Second thing, we have to leverage outside LLM or other Gen AI model. However, as I mentioned, we have to treat those LLM as an external vendor. So when we call external LLM, the call should go through internal triage model, which means that we should figure out, is there any sensitive data? Is there our customer names? We mask, redact, or whenever needed, or even do not even send those requests to outside LLM models.
That seems to be different from a number of other providers out there. If you look at that nutrition label, you might see if they're just using OpenAI or an Azure service. There may be not as much visibility about what is really being kept private and kept off those models.
Yeah, that is something I'm hearing very often inside even data scientist network. We are probably not too much scared of using outside in public LLM. Probably my first point might be slightly less popular, but I want to put this on first. Put a trained AI professional in your AI product. They can handle model behavior, privacy law. And then if you don't have that luxury yet, sandbox first with the sensitized data. So you can spin up a workspace pretty safe. And we can also use some fake or mock-up data so that you can figure out what kind of risk you can face when you go to the production. The third one is if you are in fully fledged AI team, all this AI policy should be inside the code, not just the policy document. So put a trained AI professional, sandbox first, and then ship guardrail and code. That's my 3 advice I could share with any IT team.
Fantastic insights. Thank you, Hyunzoo Chai, Chief Data Scientist at Conexiom, with really important advice on how to take advantage of the speed and power of AI, but to do so safely.
Yep. Thank you.